You know, when it comes to your family's first RV, it is tough to beat the OG, man. It's tough to beat it. Hey, what's up? It's Chris Young. Welcome to the RV that turned camping on its ear a few years ago. This is the Keystone Coleman 17B, or as I like to call it, the OG. And here's what I mean by that. When the 17B came out a few years ago, it was one of the very first ones to come in under 22 feet. This one's 20 feet, 2 inches long. It was lightweight. This one's 3,071 pounds. But it gave you a camper that would sleep 5 people thanks to the single over single bunks over here in the off-camp corner. But it meant you didn't have to upgrade your tow vehicle. You didn't have to go all out and break the bank to get into the RV lifestyle. Everybody was jumping into it. They wanted to know what you'd like to be able to take the kids to go see the places that they're learning about in school. Well, the 17B gave you a chance to have a place to sleep, eat, convene with an AC, a heater, and of course, a bathroom, all without having to upgrade and break the bank. Well, flash forward to 2026. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Everything is remaining the same. We're still 20 feet, 2 inches long. We're still 3,071 pounds. You can still sleep 5. You got single over single bunks right here with the 72-inch long bunks with USB-C and A charging. There have been a couple of additions. For example, you now have USB-C and A, which C wasn't really a thing when they first came out. 300-pound capacities on these bunks too. And you know what? I even like what they did this year with the cover. Yes, it is removable, so you can take it off and wash it. You got the little mini pad up here. I would, though, advise get a little sleeper pad to put up here, like maybe a mattress topper. That's going to help a little bit with the comfort. And with RVs, if you're not comfortable and you don't like it, you're not going to want to use it again. So that's why I'm saying, you know, I'm going to try to give you some tips to help enjoy the experience and make it a little bit better. But for your first RV, if you've been tent camping or just living at the back of the truck, now you want something to rest your head, maybe prepare a meal, you got it. Speaking of preparing that meal, look at what we got over here on the campsite. Now, you got T-mold countertop here. The only thing I would suggest, if you're good with silicone or you're good with, you know, laying down some beads, go ahead and get you a nice bead around this edge. Water could possibly get in between there, which would make it pop off, you know, maybe warp a little bit. But if you coat it, should be fine. Stainless steel sink, high-rise faucet. I got the blinds for my oversized window that I have here on the campsite. 2-burner Suburban cooktop. This is one of those match lights where you take the little match and stick it in there. And I like how over the years they have progressed a few things to make the camping experience a little bit better. For example, now I have a little cubby spot right here. This could be for whatever you want. Since it's near the cooktop, this is probably where I'd put some spices, but you do have shaker-style solid wood cabinets with matte black poles right up ahead. I got the good strong magnet there, and it's open space with no divider. So I like how I got the area here, and more importantly, it's easy to grab, even though it's up above the sink and countertop. Down below, I got me some dedicated trash can storage or grab and go storage if you need it. And my drawers that I have in the kitchen, finished off, 75-pound capacity on those, full extension with drawer guides. Good little space. Another good little space is going to be my grab and go spot that I have right here between my microwave and my 3.3 12-volt Everchill fridge. Now, this does have the little freezer compartment, and I got to tell you, I'm a big fan of the little baby ice cubes. So get you some of those little baby ice trays and put them in here. They're just so cute in your drinks, man. Look, you the little camper, get the little ice for the little drink. Ryan, stop making fun of me. I like my little cubes. I really like Ice Cube. He's a phenomenal artist. And down below that is going to be my 20K BTU furnace that's going to help keep this coach warm. In years past, you maybe only had the fireplace. Now that you actually got a heating unit, that's also going to increase the heat. Your other HVAC is going to be your wall-mounted AC, which is above your queen-size bed up front that I'm going to show you after we check out this bathroom. And here's the thing about the 17B that I don't think gets enough credit. The bathroom. Here's why. When you're talking about an area that's going to sleep 5 people, you need a separation of space, whether you want to get cleaned up, whether you want to get dressed, you want to get prepped, whatever it is, or you just need some sanctuary. I got a high-rise plastic bowl with the foot flush. I'm not cramped left or right. I'm 6'2", 213 pounds. So not going to be really cramped in here, but more importantly, if I need the space to get ready, I got some good turning room. I could hang my shirt or my towels here on the hanger. When it comes time, For my shower, I got a tankless water heater right above my inverted outlet. And as I step into the showers, you can kind of see what it would look like if you were to get this and, you know, what your shower experience would look like. The 17B comes solar prep ready or solar flex ready. So if you wanted to get an inverter put in, it's prepped for it. The outlets are wired for it. So if you want to get the solar panels installed, allowing you to spend a little bit more time off the grid, that's an awesome option to have added to your 17B. So be sure to talk to your specialist at Camping World about, hey, how do I get that put it on? Another nice little feature, got my shower head, hot and cold controls right there, shower curtain, and as far as space, let me see. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm not cramped. I got slip resistant on my tub flooring here. The vent gives me some additional headroom, even though I don't really need it. All in all, if I've never had an RV with a shower, this is pretty sweet. But where are you and the family going to convene and eat? Well, let's take a look. Now, over here on the off-camp side is where you're going to find your dinette. Yes, it does allow you to not only have a comfortable place to sit, look at how thick and comfortable these cushions are, but you got storage underneath here as well, and the table isn't mounted to the wall. So you could even take this outside if you wanted to, maybe move it around here, maybe even move it over to the bunk. So if the kids want to have a little snack right there while they're watching TV or something, you know, it just gives you a little bit more versatility when it comes to the function inside your RV. But this does reduce down and become the base for your dinette. Now, the other thing that I really like about it not being attached to the wall is that if I just wanted to come here and sit, I didn't need a table, but maybe I wanted to look out the windows. Maybe I wanted to enjoy the sight. Maybe I just wanted to chill out under the AC. I could move the table, and now I have some more space here. I could leave it right here, and right there is where I'm going to put my bottle of water right there. So, versatility, function, but more importantly, this also is your supporting base to turn this into a sleeper. Up ahead, I got me some cabinetry, a little bit more storage, mirroring what's across from me there. So, kudos to Keystone for really maximizing not only the flow, but the space and storage opportunities that I have in here, really kind of making the coach a little bit more versatile. Up front, I got my queen size bed, and you will notice you have some storage underneath there as well. Storage shelf, and a ward. They even moved the hanger bar up further so that if you do have clothes that you want to put in here, maybe it is a nice dress shirt or golf shirt, maybe you and the loved one are going to go to a nice dinner, take the kids to, medieval times where you can get that half the baby dragon. Oh, so good. By the way, always pull for the orange captain. Pro tip there. But they moved the hanger bar up because in years past it was down here, which meant if you did have some clothes, they were going to get crumpled down at the bottom. So nice little touch there. TV backer is here, and my Key TV multi-source connection, which is a smart connector, whether it's cable or satellite, this receptacle is going to know when you get to the campground, and another inverted outlet, which is also GFCI. And across from that is going to be my AC. Now, you do have the option to adjust this, the flow, the temperature, the whole nine, but this is your wall-mounted air conditioning unit. And believe it or not, in a coach that's only 20 feet, 2 inches, this little thing will do a good job of kind of cooling everything down. But where are you going to spend most of your time? Outside. But before we go there, I got to show you your command panel. Right here is your command panel. Now, just like when the 17B hit the market, had some splashes, they've made a couple of changes. A nice little feature that they did here was in years past, the rocker switch for my awning was up and down. Now it's left or right. You'll also see you got your controls for your water pump, as well as your battery check and your fresh black and gray tanks. Now, you got a 21, a 34, and a 34 on your tanks. That's your fresh, your gray, and your black. And for a coach this size, that's pretty dang good, in my opinion. Obviously, leave me some comments down below and let me know what you think, but the OG is the OG for a reason, and this one's making it happen. All right, let's go outside. So here we are on the outside of your Keystone Coleman 17B, the OG. Now right up front, you're gonna see you got the manual tongue jack, 20-pound LP tank. Here's what I would suggest if you were asking me what to do. Talk to your specialist at Camping World and say, hey, can I get another 20-pound LP tank added on there and a regulator, maybe a switcher? Because if you're gonna have 5 people, tankless water heater, Probably going to need some additional LP to not only keep the coach warm, but also get those hot showers going. You got the powder coated frame, which is a awesome support for this coach. You'll see you got the battery rails as well as the ZAMP Quick Connect. I'll talk a little bit about solar once we get around here to the campsite. You'll see the pass-through is finished off. Good shot of that timber core construction there. Anti-slam magnetic doors too with the covered hinges. And I even like what they did with my graphics here. You'll see, you might not be able to see it on the camera or on the video, but beautiful silver on the top and bottom. Really do a good job of accenting the black and white in between. 8-foot awning with LED light strip. I got my steel step, friction hinge door. This thing is solar flex ready. Kind of like what I mentioned when I was in the shower. What does that mean? Keystone came out with Solar Flex a few years ago, which, you know, you had 200 or 400 watt panels, so you could upgrade it all the way up to 600 or more. You could get an inverter, put it in. What that meant was you could put a solar panel not only up top, but with that quick connect in the front, you could get the briefcases to keep the battery charged, to give you some additional power. If you want to upgrade the batteries to lithium because you want to go off the grid, getting solar to me is a no-brainer. But the fact that it's already prepped for you, inverter's prepped, wiring is prepped, all you gotta do is get it installed. That's a nice feature to have if you do want to go off the grid. Steel rim on my tire here, and you'll notice your underwell is also galvanized. Now, I like that because if you do have the debris coming up or whatever, it's not gonna damage the underside of your coach. Inverted outlet outside, just in case you wanna put some outside entertainment here, you can. Right there is the back of your Suburban 20K furnace. Just be careful putting a camp chair there, especially if you got the heater on. It might feel good for a hot minute, but that chair is not gonna like it.
It'll be a hot minute.
It'll be a hot minute, that's for sure. It's good going, Ryan. Rear stabilizer jack right there. Backup camera prep as well as ladder prep. This is a walkable roof on this beauty too. So you got the arch ceilings and the rain nozzles. That's gonna make sure that the snow, the water doesn't stay on top of this coach, or more importantly, fall off on you if you're at the campsite trying to enjoy some outside entertainment. Now, tankless water heater. Cable connection, fresh tank fill, city tank fill, and right there are your terminations as well as your rear stabilizer jack. That's not a termination, that's just a jack, but right here is your terminations. And you'll see you got the gray handle and the black handle. Now remember, 21, 34, and 34 on your tanks. Your 30 amp cord is retractable, which I like because I've lost a power cord a couple of times, and that's not a fun trip. 80% tint on my sealed safety windows. You'll also see the back of your AC right there. Other side, you pass through storage and the info panel. Now, this is where you come to see how much does this coach weigh. And I like how Keystone does their info panel too, because they'll put tires, they'll put the axles, they'll put the rims, everything that you want on there. But you'll see, like I mentioned on the inside, this thing is barely 3,100 pounds dry, but the gross vehicle rating is 4,300 pounds. The difference between the two is your cargo carrying capacity. But if you take that information to your specialist at Camping World and you say, hey, here's what I'm towing with, here's how many people I need to take camping, and here's where I want to go camping. We get that information, we're going to find the RV that's right for you, guaranteed. We just need to know it. Lightweight, affordable. I don't have to upgrade my tow vehicle. And if I've never camped in an RV before, what a great way to not break the bank, but dip my toe in with a little skin off my back. Sleeps up to 5, 20 feet, 2 inches long. It was the one that started it. Please let me know, what would you change? Because we love hearing that. Plus, we pass that information back to the manufacturers. And if you're interested in checking it out, we got a lot of them. Just come on into your local Camping World or rv.campingworld.com. I'm Chris Young. Hope you enjoyed the Coleman 17B. I love this little thing, man. It's the OG. I'll see you.